After having a productive conversation with Tyler, I need to address this at the beginning of the video. The fee structure, the potential for scamming, none of that is on Tyler. Tyler works on a per day basis, and he did not want that fee structure. This really has nothing to do with him beyond he was used as the excuse by our coach to set up the paintball team pyramid scheme. I'm definitely not out here to take a big shot at Tyler. That's not what this video is about. I've been really upset about this situation for a year now, and it's time to move on. But this video is not a referendum on Tyler's merit as a coach. Tyler is a great coach, and you should definitely hire him for your paintball team. He's worth every penny. There's so much optimism, and that optimism is backed up by talent. And I think that's who he really is. So Tyler is good for your paintball team, but this situation, he made things really complicated for me, and it ended in heartbreak. All right, let's get right into it. What's up, guys? This is Scotty here with Will Ball for Soup, and this is the last life story of 2021. This is not something that I'm excited to talk about. This is actually really soul-crushing for me. Welcome to the paintball team pyramid scheme, a life story of how the owner of my team ended up asking for monthly reoccurring payments. He wanted everybody on the team to throw down a credit card just to be a part of the team. And this guy, I know in my heart, he was trying to make money off of us in the long run. And as soon as I raised my voice to protest it, I got kicked off the team. So we're going to have to take it from the beginning before it even gets here. But there's one thing I need to get out of the way first. A lot of you on Facebook, and I don't even read Facebook anymore, you think that I tell these life stories because I need your sympathy to continue on with this project. Like, I need your tears. I want you to feel bad for me. That is 1000% not the case. I tell these life stories so you guys can learn something. So you can look for these red flags, maybe within your own program. Maybe you can learn something from this and prevent everything that happened to me from happening to you. So after we had a day of playing with Tyler and him interacting with our players and coaching us, our owner, Doug, wanted to approach Tyler and make a deal for him to be our coach. And the number that Doug came back to the team with was $50 a player per month. And we had about 20, 25 players in the camp. Maybe 15, 20 would be serious in working with Tyler on a monthly basis. So this is how the $50 a month fee initially got put in place. But if you did not want to work with Tyler, if you just wanted to be affiliated with the team, have people to practice with, get our sponsorship deals, that type of thing, you were to pay $30 a month. So we have a $50 plan that includes Tyler Harmon and a $30 plan that doesn't. It includes a local divisional coach, whatever. If you did not pay for either of the memberships, essentially you would be cut from the team. You had to put down your money or you get kicked out of the Slack, you get kicked out of the team chat. There were deadlines, hard deadlines put in place by Doug, and that if people were not going to buy in to his system, you would just get kicked off the team. That's red flag 1. Red flag 2 was that we never knew the exact dollar amount that Tyler Harmon was charging our team. So my theory is that Doug would likely be skimming from the top. So if we have 15 people paying in $50 a month and Tyler's price is below that, where does the extra money go? The third red flag is that there was no other access to team funds beyond the owner. So Doug was the only person who would have been able to see the team PayPal, and that sketched me out. The final red flag is that Doug was employed by an MLM. That's multi-level marketing. Now, multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes do go hand in hand. Many businesses appear to be MLM, but when you investigate, it's a pyramid scheme. Just think about the Vima Verve situation that happened here in Arizona. So with this business knowledge, that's why I was more so on the side that things were going to head in a very dirty, very grimy direction. But of course, this is all just my opinion. It's a little bit suspicious that Tyler gets paid on a per day basis, yet the ownership of the team was pushing for a monthly reoccurring payment fee structure. I know Tyler didn't want that. His intentions for this team were so pure. If you go back to the video of him playing with us, that Tyler Harmon crashes our D5 practice, that's the team I'm talking about. And his interaction with everybody was so positive and uplifting. It was wonderful to have him around. And it just sucks that the outcome of that was the destruction of a team. I know Tyler didn't want that either. So when I hear he's upset that this video is coming, I want him to know that this video is not a shot at Tyler. I want to get issues like this in the public conscious. In the era of paintball that we're in, where everything and everyone is a business, there are team owners and team managers. Every month I hear about the story where somebody is thinking that they're getting great sponsorship deals, but in reality, they're lining the pockets of their management. A paintball team should not exist for the benefit of its owners. Teams exist for the benefit of the player. And that's something I'm going to fight for until the day I die. Doug managed to get rid of me based on one big lie. He told the team that I was only around just to make money off a Copper State Crisis through YouTube ad revenue. And it makes my blood boil talking about this because people that I was gassing up and coaching and helping take that next step in paintball, they believed Doug over me, that I was only involved in this team to make YouTube money. That's just not the case, guys. $100 to $200 is what I make monthly on YouTube. It's jack shit. And I never charged anybody on the team to film them. So at this point, I didn't even have direct access to the team chat. I had to go to the players individually. And I told them, listen guys, there's a huge opportunity here if this plan moves forward for Doug to be making an exponential amount of money going forward in the future. And there's no checks and balances. So we don't know about the funds. We don't know if he is going to make money off of us or if he's not. But wait until what happens later when I have a phone call with Doug. We're going to talk about that. So I'm calling people on the team who are still loyal and I'm saying, listen guys, whatever you do, moving forward, do not give him your credit card number. Do not sign up for these monthly payments. We can figure out a way to keep everybody together and keep this team together and have our core values intact without complicating things with money. If we want to bring in Tyler Harmon, why don't we just figure out how many people want to go to Tyler Harmon's practices and then divide that number that Tyler Harmon wants us to pay by how many people who are showing up. You can collect it in advance. We don't even need to put down the credit card. So I did a lot of diplomatic digging and pushing, and I convinced a large majority of the team not to throw down that credit card number. Out of about 20 active players, I want to say only 5 of them signed up for Doug's monthly payment plan and gave him a credit card. As soon as it looked like Doug was not going to be able to monetize the team, he cut and ran. He shut down the Slack. He posted a message saying that this team is not trending in the direction he would like, as if it's some sort of a stock and he's looking at it as a trend. So the team's not trending the way Doug liked. He shut down the Slack. He shut down the team. He left local paintball. He moved to Texas and has not said another word to me or any of the other people who are fighting to make this thing work. There was a last-minute diplomatic push with me and Doug to try and come to some middle ground to where our main line would pay the $50 to play with Tyler Harmon monthly, and that others who didn't want to play with Tyler or didn't want that level of coaching, they were able to play for free. But Doug would not compromise with me. I tried everything. And then when it finally came down to me asking him, listen, dude, are you really going to make money off the team? His answer to that was so disturbing and sad. It really hurts me to even repeat this. He told me that if he makes money off of the extra funds that we collect from monthly dues, he deserves it for running the team. And I guess that would be okay, but nobody gave him that authority. Nobody knew that was what his plan was the entire time. And it was heartbreaking to see this, but we just couldn't come to a resolution. This video is actually going to have to be in 2 parts. This part was about Doug's plans and how they didn't work. And this team is in peril. So what did I try and do? I tried to rebuild it, but that's a whole different story. And it's not a happy one either. I've cried about this enough, dude. And I don't know what's next for me. I don't know if I'm going to either join another team, try and build something again. I just have huge trust issues with people now and the scene. It's like we spent all that time building something up, just have it explode like that. And I was helpless in the situation. I couldn't fix it. And it's just, I don't know what's next for me. I know I love paintball. I know I'm going to love paintball forever, but I don't know if I just keep getting hurt. So it's not the best message to leave you guys with at the end of the year, but if you guys need me, you know where to find me. I answer those Instagram DMs unlike anybody else. It's been liberating to get this off my chest, and I want to give a sincere thank you to everybody who stayed until the end of the video. You guys are the real ones. You're the ones who are learning from this, who are really hearing me out and understanding what I'm trying to say and why I'm saying it. there's not a whole lot of people who really get me. There's a lot of people who watch me, but there's not a lot of people who understand. There are even people who know me personally who don't get why I do this. So for everybody out there, thank you once again. I wish I could have hit 20K this year, but hey, there's always next year. This is Scotty with Wool Ball for Soup signing out. See you in part 2.